Though nowadays, ma'am, I'm having lots of videos of you. There you are having doing lots of struggle and hard work for the beginner students. So it's a totally, truly incredible. Okay,
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you, ma'am.
Thank you. Actually, before making video, I never thought that what type of mic learner is. If they are on beginners level, so that time also I love to join with them.
Yes, ma'am. This is your kindness. I can understand.
Thank you so much, Father.
Okay, ma'am. Whatever idea would you generate at your free time, and you are going to deliver to the beginner student. So it would be like an advantage of all of them, right? By having the genuine idea by the experienced teacher, right?
Yeah, actually, whenever just I think about teaching someone, even in school also, so I always think that I should do something new and it should be learning with fun also. So that is the reason only I always keep on thinking that whatever learning I am providing to my co-learners, it should be based on some activities so that they can take the learning easily and they can grasp the learning in a positive manner.
Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am. This is a really great because
Yeah.
time to time we have to just change our strategy for learning these
Mm.
skills by having the better fluency in our conversations. That is mean I'm going to develop my personalities, right? And
Yes.
flourishing our skills as well. So
Mm.
now just ma'am, what kinds of idea would you like to apply in your speaking field to enhance your better experience? May I know? Could you mention something?
Actually, if I talk about me, I'm nowadays I am focusing on my writing skills also. Yes, because I think for fluency, thinking in English is important. And for thinking in English, what skill could you help? That is writing skill. Because when we write something, so that time we are giving words to our thoughts. So
Yes.
in this way, whatever thoughts come in our mind, we just express them on the page, and that help us to express our feelings also. And in this way, whatever we are thinking in our mind, so that comes in front of others.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is very important. And when we write, we can use our passive vocabulary also. And when we speak, we
Hmm.
use that passive vocabulary into active one. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. It's yeah, basically, active voice everyone speaks, but
Hmm.
when comes out a turn in talking in passive, so at the time we are going to get confused. How can I create out, right? So if
Yes.
we are establishing some habit of reading, notes, so it
Hmm.
would be really well for us to giving proper time to thinking about how can I create these kinds of sentence. It's a become the habitual of our day-to-day life habit, so we can easily express in better manner whatever we want to express, especially in the conversation time,
Hmm.
right? So you are making a notebook, that's a really great, and it's a unique. So other beginner also can influencing by you to establishing these kinds of habit in day-to-day life to changing their quality, their routines, and improving self, right? By your grasping the idea of you, right, ma'am?
Yeah. Actually, we should always follow some interesting ways to learn something. When we are just following traditional ways, so that time we don't feel too energetic, isn't it? Even
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
would have noticed that if we just tell any students to read the newspaper and to do reading, so that time they feel so boring. But if we just at the same time we convert that reading into an activity, so that time they begin to take interest.
Yeah, ma'am. You're right. And that's why always we should be doing something unique and updating self time to time. That is
Hmm.
called we are going to learn something new. Otherwise, all the things we have been following for longer, that is mean I'm not upgrading self, right?
Hmm.
We are going to learn a very specific language that gives us confidence as well as experience also. We are
Hmm.
getting the chance to knowing the people's habit, traditions, customs, right?
Yes,
And there are many things
really,
are there to learn it, right?
really, definitely.
So yes, ma'am. And nowadays, ma'am, I'm having a lots of villages have a changed their life because of this language, right?
Hmm.
So it's a very
So,
important.
so how do you provide atmosphere to your blazers, blaze boys and blaze girls for speaking?
Ma'am, honestly, I'm telling you, I'm the single person in my village,
Uh,
except no one are there for speaking English. Okay, so
yeah,
I
that's
just little
great.
bit,
That
yeah, I just
you
little,
are the resource person for those who just want to learn this language.
yes, ma'am. You can consider it's my step to just changing the mentality of all the person's life. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter in which background they live. The thing is that how better they can consider about the skills in life to developing their personality according to the new generations, right? To stand equally around the new generation's thoughts, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, ma'am, if we are not going to upgrade self, that is mean we have all the old concept which is not equal to our new generation. So because of
Hmm.
that reason, the new generation will never respect us as we deserve in life. So that's upgrading. That is me. We are trying to level up of the own concept of all of them. Right.
Really, really, absolutely fine.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. So that's why. So, ma'am, like I'm very curious now. Nowadays, like, are you going to learn very rapidly and try to extend your experience levels? And you need a strategy do you apply in your speaking journey? So I'm very curious by knowing your exact intention, like what is your desire to become in English field as a tutor or as a teacher?
Yeah, actually, if I talk about me, I'm already doing my dream job. Teaching is my passion. Yeah. So I just want to be proficiency in this language. I just want to be fluent in a positive manner. I
Hmm.
don't want to get fluency I want to get fluency with accuracy also.
Yeah, ma'am,
Yes.
you're right. Accuracy will define our better experience, better intelligence. So this way, the people start respecting us, giving the proper value which deserve in life for having by every one of them. Right?
And
Yeah.
one more thing, I always try to share my method of teaching or learning, because whatever method I am using to teach others and to learn with myself. So I just want to explore those with everyone, so that if
Yeah,
they
ma'am.
will be able to grasp something from me, so I will be the happiest person then.
Of course, ma'am, I'm also agree. Because without spreading your own idea around the beginner students, how
Hmm.
can we the know the value of that idea which is generated by self? Right.
Yeah.
Whatever idea it is used by the beginner, a native person who have a requirement in life to developing their personality, then we will know the value of that idea. Otherwise, we just generated the idea, use it and forget out. We couldn't know the value of that idea, how precious idea I generated before time. Right.
Yeah.
So it's a better way to extending your experience. And by that way, you can extend your encouraging also yourself. It is a really well, so we should be work over hard on again and generating better to better idea for the beginner students. Right.
Yeah.
Of course,
Really.
ma'am.
Actually, sometimes even one of my viewers has given me that message that, ma'am, somebody is just following your techniques. You should talk to her only. So that time said that it's okay if somebody is following my techniques and they are using in their channel also. So it's no okay, because I am also learner and they are also learning in this way. No issue if somebody is copying us in any manner. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Of course. If they are copy, that does mean they are having benefit. That's why they are copy. Right.
Yeah. By indulging ourselves into these type of conversations, we also get satisfaction that we are doing something or the other in the journey of our speaking. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. I remember, ma'am, I think 5 to 6 years before, I was just known as a language of this accent.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was just knowing like as a subject of a school only.
Hmm.
I would never imagine like one day I will speak with someone this way. But nowadays I'm getting all the persons who is still being existing in schools. They are directly jumped over the speaking only with the people's live to live. So that's why maybe there are many teachers has been frightened because
Yeah.
what I say like all the learner they just want to communicate with peoples. They do not want to
Hmm.
take class of any teachers as offline and having the guidance of them. Right. So we can consider like this is a new thoughts. It should be generated during times of the new generations. Right, ma'am.
Yeah. Actually, sir,
Yeah.
it was my New Year resolution that I have to work upon my communication skills. Before that, I was doing everything reading, writing, listening, except speaking. But since January, I am totally focused on my speaking. So that is the result that I started my channel, and now I am consistent with my journey.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am. You know, whatever we do in our day-to-day life, that will give us experience only, right, and
Hmm.
benefit. So, the before time, the all the learner has been making only the sentence. So they
Yes.
would have only the idea of making sentence, but they would never have practical way of speaking face to face with the person, yeah, even audio call,
Yeah.
right? They would be just imagine one day my homework and task will be complete out, then I will come on the live and talk to with the
Hmm.
person. But that time would never come into the student's life.
Yes.
They got married, settle their life, they forget all these things, right? Their
Yes.
desire
Actually,
is not
nobody
going to
is
be
going
come
to do
true.
anything for us. We are ourselves to do everything for us. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
We are the
You're
only
right.
resource. Hmm. Yeah.
See, ma'am, if I talk about myself, I don't focus on vocabulary. I'm
Hmm.
learning by attending sessions with you and many of them. Whenever I connect with the people, yeah, because ma'am, many of now are like a user like watching my content. They always
Hmm.
commenting me, sir, you are using very simple vocab, which is understandable for all the learner. So that's why ma'am, I don't use any very high profile vocabulary in my sentence, so other people can get like difficult to understand my words. Okay,
Yes, so
because
that is the
ultimately we
same
are.
thing. I'm also not using many fancy words in my conversation, but I try to switch my basic words from the advanced one a little bit, so that
Hmm.
I can be proficient in this language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am, you're right. Of course, and it is essential. Basically, there are many vocabulary, general vocabulary are there, but we are not able to gather, accumulating all these things,
Yes.
right? So we are gradually reaching at the levels, right? We are
Mm.
gathering the vocabulary and expressing self as better we can around the peoples, right? Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. So I have a one question. Have you ever faced any hesitation while connecting with the co-learner?
Mm. If I talk about hesitation, if you would have seen my first video that I have uploaded with Tihati ma'am,
Hmm.
I had a talk on 4th of January, sorry, on 5th of January with her. And that
Mm-hmm.
time I was so much hesitant, so much hesitant. It was totally fearful video with her. And when now, before some days ago, I had another session with her, and that time I was feeling that I am confident. I have no phobia of facing camera, so it is a difference. Yes,
Yeah, ma'am. Because you are nowadays you are going to be comfortable with all of them. Before considering like those people also similar to me. And
Hmm.
that kinds of satisfactions will give you relief to connecting with the people and comfortably talk to them. Right.
Yes.
It's
I
up to
have
your
learned lots
mentality.
of things from this platform. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Me too also.
Hmm.
Really, because before time I was just thinking like what kinds of persons are living in this world. But after
Hmm.
connecting with the people I'm having, there are many people are very good one. Their character is also very good as well as their thoughts also is very good in comparison to the many of them. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Many things I'm going to learn because of this platform I joined. Okay.
Actually, sir, comparison is always bad thing, but I always do comparison with myself only. Like I had a session with Rajni Verma ma'am, and so that time I comparison my first video with Rajni Verma ma'am and the latest one. So in this way, I do comparison, but that is for my positivity. That
Hmm.
how I have changed.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am. Of
how I am
course.
learning.
Of course. Ma'am, indulging yourself in any kinds of field and spending the time, go, good time with that kinds of skills. Obviously, you will get some changes in self. Okay, in that kinds of field, and it's a
Yeah.
reality. Okay, we have to just accept it. It's a global accepted language, and if we are going to connect with any professionals, teachers, as you call me Rajni ma'am, so I know the ma'am is very professional, right? As a tutor also, so at that time we know our performance, how better we are, right? And it's okay. Every people have their own way of expressing self, so it's not frightened from these are appearance we are having from other peoples around us. We always try to give our best and try to explain expressing self in better to better manner. That is called we are efforting so much to change our quality, right? That's why,
So, sir,
ma'am.
I think now we should wind up the session. It has been a sublime session with you.
Yeah, ma'am, of course. I
So,
forget
bye
the
bye.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am. Again, we connect. Bye.
yeah, sure. Catch you later.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.